Okay, we are back again. Oh no. Alright. We're back once again with another 1 year, 1 world massacres mode. Oh yeah. Question of the day. Do you like how damage types actually matter in Grounded 2? I know I certainly do. I know I certainly do. Damage types are quite a nice thing to have, you know? Not having them is horrible, all things considered. I'm gonna take one of each of these and see how much it costs to dupe each. Now do remember, I need 2 of these or these to match 1 of these. And part of the grinding today is quite literally going to entail me killing widows. It's gonna entail me killing widows. Of all things. Gosh. Execute your dumbass. Cool. Harvest your dumbass. Cool. We need to go on a mite killing spree at some point. And I'm also going to need a bunch of other stuff. Cool. Yeah, no, I'll just dupe the cement. Thank you very much. Who the fuck thought that through? Who the actual fuck thought that through? Who was like, oh, yeah, charcoal ash should be less expensive than charcoal. Because you need more steps in order to craft it. Therefore, it's more expensive, thus it should be cheaper. What? In what world? Like, in what world game? Anyways, Ever Charcoal is not back. That fucking sucks. What about salt? Salt respawned. Salt does not respawn, that's tragic. Well, I guess we can analyze spicy shards then. Rather, keep their location. Fucking Lord. Oh my god, that's horrible that I have to do that. Actually horrible. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do... Oh shit, you're the infected one. That's actually... Oh no. No. Stop. Get in. That's kind of problematic. Oh no. That's... Okay. Okay. Now. Hush now, little child. Calm down. You know? It's not that deep. It really isn't. I'm gonna have to take that. Oh well. Where did she go? Where did she go? Listen up. It has come to my attention that this infected wolf spider is very problematic for the citizens of America. So she must be dealt with promptly. In the most appropriate way possible. By mutilating her, of course. Ow. Oh no. That could actually result in death. You see, all you need to do is just stay in character. Everything will be fine. See, everything is under control. She's really not that dangerous when you really think about it, you know? It really is not that big of a deal. See, she does minuscule damage. She has a very slow reaction time. As you can tell, the reaction time is only 20 milliseconds. It's not that high. And honestly, I think I would rank it a little bit lower. I think her reaction time is actually only 20 milliseconds. Which is actually the same value that I gave her before. Which is not that high. As you can tell, these things are not very lethal. And can be dealt with quite promptly, making America great again. This is horrible. You see, we don't like wolves in America. They're quite deadly pests. They're quite sly and mischievous and devious and dubious, which goes against America's safety policies. So she must be terminated promptly, kept on the other side of the wall, and we must deport her promptly. That's horrible. That's actually horrible. What am I blabbling on about? No. I'm blabbling about absolute fucking nonsense at this point. Okay guys, listen up. Little pep talk here. So you see, the most effective way to get mite fuzz is to not actually kill mites, but instead to kill infected mites. We always go for the off-brands. The off-brands are always more effective than the on-brands, the mainstreams. Always. Zero exceptions. What's that? Reese's? What the fuck are those? I don't speak Taco Bell. So you're gonna have to go fuck yourself real quick. You see, it's really not that difficult when you really think about it. All you need to do is just not die. Just don't get hit, and this game becomes easy.
Now, you see, these white little tufts, they're actually very important because they can break your fall. The fluffy tufts are completely useless, though. Always delete those because those are absolute garbage and should never be used. Now, if you encounter any mites, go ahead and kill them. Just don't go out of your way for them. Because if you go out of your way for them, it'll just be a waste of time. Which is not very efficient. We here in America prioritize efficiency above all else. And you, as an American citizen, should make sure to do the same. Because we are all obviously American, and especially me. So you see, it's really not that difficult to kill infected creatures. I'm only using level 1 gear, tier 1 only. And as you can see, I'm doing quite a lot of damage. Completely ignore the fact that this is a level 9 tier 3 scythe. That doesn't matter. It's really not affecting gameplay all that much. If anything, it's making it harder for me to beat the game under fair circumstances. As you can see, I'm taking a fuck ton of damage from all these attacks that should, realistically speaking, be doing nothing, and therefore it's fair. And if you think otherwise, then you are in opposition to the American government, and you must be terminated. Okay. So, listen up. We have these really stupid gnats. I hate these. They're the bane of my existence. But all you need to do is whip out your salty level 9 club that you start the game with. And make sure to always get hit. Getting hit increases your chances of regaining stamina. And making sure that you keep your weapon. And as you can see, I'm doing a very good job at that. Which is quite nice, all things considered. As you can see, no shenanigans going on here. This is all natural gameplay. This is a normal grounded playthrough. Every grounded player should beat this on their first try. Because it's really not that difficult. As anybody that says it is, you are over-exaggerating. And you must be terminated promptly. As you can see, not difficult. If you're not being able to parry those attacks, I don't know what to tell you. You suck at the game. Get with the program, man. What the fuck is this? Who do you think you are? You're not special, buddy. No, you are not. You're not special because you come from China. In fact, that is very horrible. You must be terminated promptly. I'm sure you're starting to notice a pattern here. Anybody that is in opposition to our government must be terminated. Get the fuck out of here. These weevils insist on committing suicide bombs that's reminding me of the terrible time that 9/11 happened. Such a tragedy. We lost quite a lot of people that day, and I still have yet to get my revenge. I, Donald Trump, little Trump, have still yet to get my revenge by bombing wherever the hell those people came from. I don't really know geography, because America does not do geography. Because we want to make America great. And in order to make it great, you need to make it the only thing. Because if it is the only country, then it is the only thing that can be great. Well, that means it could also be the only thing that's bad. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Clearly, if America is the only country, it is the only good thing in the world. Because America is the only good country. And if we terminate all other countries so that they can never be great, then that means that there will be nothing to interfere. Meaning that only America is allowed to be great again. So make sure to be taking notes, all of you. I expect to see 10 essays worth of what I just said on my desk at the end of the hour. I cannot see shit. These mites are cowardly, which is not very impressive, if I say so myself. Personally, I think being a coward goes against America's policies. We need great war veterans because we need America to be great again. And that cannot happen if there are sissies in our economy. So you see, there's this very stinky thing. I don't like people associated with Adolf Hitler, despite the fact that I'm probably just about as bad. So as you can see, I am terminating this bitch promptly. This bitch bug. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now this is what I'm talking about. Look at all of that damage. I missed about 50% of my shots and didn't hit the legs on the other 5. And I still did a fuck ton of damage with the scythe. That is what I'm talking about. That is what makes America great again. Oh yeah. If you ever feel down, just remember that North Korea exists. And if you live in North Korea, womp womp.
What am I going on about, man? What the fuck? Oh, hello. Somebody has joined. Let's go. Don't mind me. I was just doing a Trump roleplay real quick. Trump roleplay. Let's go.
Hold up, I just gotta peel off some dead skin real quick. Very important stuff. especially in the world of politics. See, dead skin is actually a sign of bad hygiene, and we cannot have that when we need our beauty standards unreasonably high. We need to encourage the youth to have impossible beauty standards so that they can be miserable, so that we millionaires can profit off scummy beauty products. As you can tell, we are all about honesty. Honesty is the greatest policy, and that is why we don't follow it.
What do I need? I need definitely an axe. I need a one-hander, so I think no. I'm gonna need you, definitely. You could help. Spicy Coltana in case the wolves come, right? The rusty spear should be fine enough to go ahead and take down the rest. Bam. Rusty spear. Club. Sword. That's how that goes. Boom. We're gonna go to the undershed real quick. Adjust the mutation layout. As accurately as possible. Okay. Have sticky fingers on.
I don't like the sound of ladybirds. They remind me of capitalism, and I am much more of a democracy kind of man myself. You see, because in democracies we can lie, and if we can lie, we are great. Again. If I could, jump when I press the spacebar, that would be helpful, but not very necessary, you see. Because I have secret methods to go ahead and get what I want without having to put in the work, which is all what I'm about. Okay. Now, in order to make America great again, we must build a giant wall, a giant brick wall. And in order to get bricks, we need toadstools to make the wall to shut out China. So frankly, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yes, this is very profitable indeed. See, I'm a man of prosper, but only for the rich. I don't like poor people. Even though I'm poor with only a net worth of $3.5 trillion. It's very poor. And I don't like that about myself. Because I don't like the poor, unless I don't like myself. But oh well, what can a man do, apart from being hypocrisizing? That's not even a word, but I don't care, I've just invented it. Because I am Trump, little Trump, and I can do whatever I want. nobody can object. Because I am Little Trump, and my opinion reigns supreme. It is the only correct opinion. Quite frankly, we eat all these tiny little mushrooms as well. They're very important for food. And you know, today's economy, food is impossible to get your hands on. Even for the rich. I only have a good $2.4 billion a month to spend on food. Which is not very high. At all. I really need more money. So that I can not buy food and buy other things so I can ask for more money. As you can see, I'm very fair. Okay. Listen up. It has been brought to my attention that America is not great again. This is an absolute lie and you should not believe it. I am making America great again. You see, you may not understand the methods now, but you will when you're older. When you're a senior citizen like I. Even though I'm not that old, I'm only 20. 1,000 years old. Anyway. Okay. Let's gather all these mushrooms. Because I need to be taking them mushrooms. So that I can prove that even when I'm more intoxicated than Sleepy Joe is, I can still be better. Because I'm not falling all over myself when I go up the stairs on an airplane, on a private jet. And that I'm not stuttering all over my words, on stage, despite the fact that I have been intoxicated beyond belief, with horrible mushrooms. Quite frankly, anybody that objects is just, quite frankly, really disrespectful, really cruel, and they are not a good person, and they do not understand the glory of life.
How are you liking my Trump monologue so far, chat? Is it accurate? Is it accurate to the way that Trump sees the world? Or is it not great? Let me know in the comments down below. Kill the Wasp Queen? Why would I want to kill the Wicklow? Huh? That seems like a waste of time. Bye-bye! Nah, I don't really think so. I don't really feel like it, you know? I have 4 ox beetles to burn through, but honestly, I don't even think I need to kill them. Because I'm just that rich on resources. Five twinkling shells, keep that up, keep that up. Keep up that loot luck. Yo, keep up that loot luck.
Keep up the loot lock. Yo, 23 from a single trip is crazy. There's 0 spicy candies in the undershed. This deeply upsets me, because it means that America is not doing its job of reigning resources supreme, for only the rich to gather. If I could just jump. Get into this little pool, I'd be quite fine with my life. Now all I need to do is just jump. And run through as quickly as I can, making sure to avoid all the widowlings. They're a very lethal prospect, you see. They're very cruel. They do very heinous things, like bite my ankles, which is very disrespectful, I think. See, I think it's quite rude and impolite to bite at somebody's ankles, unless they're poor, and I'm not very poor. So don't bite at my ankles, unless you want to get reported and promptly exterminated.
Why is that door just permanently open? What the fuck?
You may have defeated my men, but you and your eminent prey masters will never get their hands.
You hear that, guys? You'll never get your hands. According to Wendell Tully.
It's a very horrible truth. It is. I know this will be a lot for you to deal with, but trust me, it's true. You will never get your hands.
Oh,
No, thank you. I don't appreciate that intolerable behavior here. Okay. Okay, alright. We have a decent amount of things, but I want more. Because I can never have enough. It's called over preparation, not greed. Get it right. Why are there so many pedlets? Why so serious? See, I never quite understood why things are always so serious all the damn time. Sometimes you just have to relax. Where the fuck? Frankly, I don't appreciate you nipping at my ankles. It's not very nice. It's really quite disrespectful. Unless you must be terminated promptly. Deported to China. What the hell? This is quite frankly very unfair. And I think it should be illegal. What is happening right now? I don't allow gangbangs in this country. But I do allow pedophilia due to Eppenstein's List. Where's this scarab?
Also, for the record, I am 100% against all that.
Quite frankly, I think any child predator should just be drowned in a fire, publicly. Dude. Okay. Finally. I can fucking exist in this area. Fucking broily fuck. Honestly, just need more mushrooms. The more mushrooms, the merrier. The merrier. You know? Honestly, I know just the way to get them. We must pluck out the termites' resources. You see, I remember some biology book telling me a while back that termites love to grow their own fungus. So therefore, I can profit off the poor. Fuck off. Goddamn mosquitoes.
Move! Yeah, I love my movement options of do nothing and do nothing. I love those movement options, game. My god, thanks for having me. Nope. Almost thought I saw marble for a second there. I was like, ooh, marble. But no. Alas, it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. Again. Wait, I remember the strategy for dealing with these things. What we gotta do is go into the main chamber. Combat loadout. And we just go ham. On everything. Huh? All I need to make sure is that I'm just hitting something. As long as I'm hitting something, damage is coming out, so... Oh, damn. I'm low on health. All of a sudden. Can I move? Oh my god. Also, sorry for not talking a lot. I'm trying to focus. I mean, yeah. Staying alive killing these turrets. All I need to do is make sure I'm attacking something, preferably something with high amounts of health. Because the more high health enemies I go ahead and attack, the more lower health enemies get affected by the venom. And the more things get affected by venom, the quicker I can kill things. Okay. Ow. Ow. How did I miss that parry? Holy, this is a lot of termites. You know what, if I tried hard enough, I could probably do this hit list. That's the craziest part. Ow. Okay, just heal up a little bit. Just keep moving. things don't do... Can I move? Holy... Yeah, these things don't deal nearly as much damage as fire ants. Nice, Sammy. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, these things are a piece of cake when you can actually see them. That's the problem, though. In this den, you can almost never see them. Holy, that's a lot of stuff that needs to be repaired. Over here, please. No. Over here, please. We're just gonna stab this one to death. I don't really care. No, over here, please. You've been got. Can I move? Dude, can I not be spat on 5 billion times every single second? It's getting annoying and old very quick. It's also pretty damn unoriginal too. Again, pretty unoriginal. You know, or you could do an original attack instead of just spit 24/7. Can we, like, not? I don't understand why we need to be vomiting 24/7. Like, stop. It's not necessary. What did I literally just fucking say? You don't need to be vomiting 24/7. You just don't. You don't. Fuck you. Holy. Ow. Sir, if you would, excuse me for a second. Okay. Now we can fight. I can already tell this is going to take forever. Literal best possible gear, by the way. Just did that. I'm honestly gonna have to start mixing that in, because apparently that back buck is the only fucking move he knows. And that is genuinely starting to piss me off. Just did that. Do something original. Or not. Holy. Oh, damn. Okay. After harvesting all this stuff, I'm just going to go home. So let's harvest some more mushrooms, I guess. Okay. Is there anything I could sack? Anything at all? And the spear could be repaired. But, like, that's about it. Honestly, I don't see anything else really worth trashing for just more mushrooms that I can just get later. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave. Okay. That's what was my chat's not bugging, is it? No. Okay. Is my mobile YouTube updated? Maybe. That's what it is. I don't want Subway Surfers. That shit sucks. Sucks horrendously. Do not even try to defend it. Just like that larva has horrible aim. Like, Jesus, how do you miss a point-blank target? Genuinely. How do you have worse aim than me? How does that happen? Can I move? By Jove, man. God forbid a man wanting to quite literally do something as simple as moving WASD. Cause that shit's not possible. Also, for the question of the day, I don't know why I'm answering it so late, but I am. My answer is, yes, I do quite like it. I do quite like that, damage types actually matter. No longer is the Mint Mace the only viable thing against everything. You now have other options that you can use. Thing that always baffled me is stink bugs are resistant to clubs, right? 50%. And they're weak to fresh, so that means they are 25% resistant to the Mint Mace. Yet the Rusty Spear, which is 50% effective against the stink bug, does almost 4 times worse for kill time. It takes about a minute to kill a green shield with a level 9 Rusty Spear that's fresh, but it only takes about 15 seconds to kill with the Mint Mace. But the Mint Mace is 25% resisted, whereas the Rusty Spear is 50% boosted in damage. How the fuck does that make any sense? How does the worst weapon somehow do better in almost every category? Whoa, like, huh? In Grounded 2, you could have the Mighty Claws go up against the Red Ant Club, and they'll do roughly comparable damage. Which is what I like to see. And what I mean by that is, like, against a Mantis, because Mantids are resistant to smashing, but they are weak to slashing. So, tier 1 slashing weapon is going to do the same amount of damage as a tier 2 smashing weapon. Which is cool. I like that. I like that a lot. One, two, four, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's all of them, right? Yeah. Okay. Mushrooms, I gotta get those going. Deposit both those. Boom. Okay, 40 toadstools coming straight up. Never mind, that's actually fucking 75, which is cool. Love to see that. Right. Well, honestly, I think builds should just be perfected in New Game Plus, I guess. Because I'm honestly running out of time to get into the New Game Pluses, assuming I want to actually get to New Game Plus 10. I'm honestly running out of time. I'm not liking that. So, yeah. I need to get a move on. Move on and the groove on. My beefy smoothies. Those, I'm basically out of bandages, so I'm gonna make one of those. Grab some of you and you. I'm running low on the glue. Good thing I just killed a fuck ton of termites, because I can now use those. And then use excess antline parts combined with roly-poly parts. Why not? Great. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and resource, and I would like having it. Especially since one of these guys has actually appeared to have eaten. Which is great. You love to see that. So there's only 2 spoiled meat. And, none of them to have eaten. We would only have 1. Okay. Cool. Okay, we're good. Repair you. We're gonna need tufts, that's what I need right now. I just need to grind a bunch of tufts. In terms of mushroom bricks, honestly, yeah, we have enough for now. For this mixer that's out in the middle of nowhere, I'm gonna just mark it real quick. You know, just to get a quick glance over where I need to go. Not far from this drop, it appears. Yeah, that's cool. Move! The fact I needed to use a tuft there is kind of absurd. Okay. Now... Oh, that allows easy access, yeah. Look at that. Okay. Great. We can always get in the other way if I need to. Where? Like, honestly, get out. Get out. You don't matter to anybody. No, you don't. Crazy how much, weapon types can actually matter in this game, though. If you don't have anything remotely close, things just take fucking forever to kill. Even considering a whole bunch of cheese into the picture. Can I not have like 5 billion different things bonking my head at the same time? I don't really appreciate that, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't. I don't think anybody else likes when things bonk into their heads, so don't do it to others. You know, game? How? How am I jumping sideways? When I press spacebar, you go up if there's nothing above my head, not up and left. It is not that difficult of a concept game. It really isn't. Wait, 12 mushroom bricks. Where? Where do I need these mushrooms? Oh, on the back, of course. Last one. Okay. Not bad. From this point on, I think it's just going to be best if we keep it mushroom brick, just to keep it less costly. Besides, it won't make too much difference. We don't have it, you know. Mushroom brick. Also, by the way, we're not doing this right now. I'm literally just, you know, getting the resources down so I know what I need for when I am inevitably going to go ahead and do this. This is just a preparation of what's to come, not, you know, what's to come. Okay. Honestly, if only every single one was like this. You know, quadruple the defense. That would be super cool, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't have that available to me, so we're gonna deal with it, you know? You deal in which the cards you are dealt. I remember when getting this many mushroom bricks was a monumental task. Now it's just a part of my daily routine. That is crazy how times change. Right. Things could possibly get under that. Under that. That's a bit of an exception because that's super small, you know. And you're less likely to get under that. You know. I know this may seem like over preparation to somebody who has never done, you know, an actual mixer defense before. And by an actual mixer defense, I mean one on WoW. Because let's be real here, you have not done a mixer unless you have done a super mixer on WoW. I'm gonna be real here. I'm sorry. That's just the blatant truth.
And if you can't live with that, well, too bad, so sad.
Maybe do a mixer on WoW, and then call yourself a mixer pro. Because you aren't one until you do so. Let's be real here. But all this is necessary. Trust me when I say it. It is all necessary. Every last wall. I might even honestly go ahead and set up like cannon fodder walls, if that makes any sense. I mean, not that these aren't cannon fodder walls, you know, they definitely are, but what I mean by that is I know a lot of people. Where is, there it is, okay. I know a lot of people when they do these mixers, they like to, the pros, I mean, they like to just spam walls everywhere. And I like actually being able to press the spacebar and, you know, jumping instead of just getting stuck on literally nothing. I know that's something that a lot of people would enjoy as well. Or fucking not. Holy fucking shit, game. Like, it's not rocket science. It really isn't. I guess it's not really that much, though. So, good. Now, grass can actually help a lot here, because you can make floors and stairs out of them, and those are all really useful. You can use them as cannon fodder in and of themselves, right? And of course you need a solid, stable ground to walk on when you're doing these mixers. That's like that's a #1 priority, is to, you know, have an area you can walk so that you can actually defend the thing you're defending. Because you know, if you can't move to defend the thing you're defending, well, you're not defending anything at all, you know? How does that work? Not to mention, all this clutter really does, you know, it really kind of fucks up your moving space. Getting rid. Okay. Whatever you say, game. Anyway, so
Getting rid of all this clutter can be quite helpful. Another thing too is it can help you traverse the mixer easily. Why go ahead and, you know, why go ahead and walk around the mixer when you can just walk on top of it to get around? It just makes sense that way to, you know, make your life easier. Stairs are also kind of a must if you want to traverse these things quickly. You know, because stairs allow you to just, you know, walk up and down, left and right, all that beautiful jazz. And of course, as the mixer gets more and more destroyed, you of course, you know, take more and more measure against stuff, start attacking more, do whatever the fuck you need to do. Honestly, I kind of just need a backup plan though. More than anything, I need a backup plan. If this fails, what can I do? What can I fall back on? Better yet, what might be better than that is to create that and then have that be my backup plan on top of an additional backup plan, right? So we're fixing our mobility issue with, you know, the grass. The grass will help us, you know, navigate easier. We'll have an easier time getting from area to area. So we have these, which is great. Yeah. Alright. There's only really one foreseeable problem I have with this, and that is, of course, the fact of the roly-polies just absolutely mollywopping the upper layer. Because the roly-polies, they have reach. They have really long reach. So I'm just gonna make sure that, you know, chat is not bugging. Let me just... go with that. No. There's just no one's chatting yet. That is A-okay. I just wanted to make sure in case somebody did chat and I'm not seeing their message, because that's not cool. No sirree. I want to read people's messages, not, you know, ignore them because I don't even know they exist. That's not fun. Also, get rid of that. Okay. Okay. Finish you off with one of these. Boom, bam, boom, bam. Boom, bam. I guess we're just gonna leave that a triangle. Okay. That's, cool, I guess. We're gonna leave that there. Now, what else can I possibly get my hands on? That actually jump scared me. What the hell? How did that startle me? That thing of fucking grass that a fire ant probably just, you know, used her fat ass to move.
That actually jump scared me. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Bam, 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 bam. I don't have any more grass, right? Yeah, no more grass to fill. Now we're just gonna go kind of on the outside layer and sort of fortify it, if you will. Right. Get rid of little gaps like these because these are weak points. Weak points they can target and exploit. And I don't want that. Can I move? I don't know why I use the super build feature there. I literally did not have to, and it was actually a waste of time rather than time saved. Of course, things like this are going to be able to be built just right away. I suppose I should have it on like the lowest layer possible. That is a long while down. Damn. Way down we go, I guess. Never mind, that's only half a block down. What am I on about? I'm not going to do any lower than that for now. No, thank you. That's not what I want. I didn't realize there was a third. Okay. I hear you again. I hear you. You know what? I need a way out of here. I think I know just the way. Mushroom stairs. Mushroom stairs. Great. They allow me to get out super easy. I honestly don't know why I haven't been doing that for all the fire mixers. I guess I was just too afraid to waste resources, which sounds really dumb when you think about it. Anyhow, that's not what I want. I want you. But I'm actually going to want to build it, you know, like that, because grounded is stupid, and we'll make that the right way it faces, and
if I were to build it the other way, it would face the opposite way, because, again, grounded is really dumb sometimes. Okay. Now, if I am not mistaken, there are a ton of weeds in this area. How many do I need? I need 11. Okay. 2 brown dandelions would be enough to suffice for that. And by that I mean it is enough to suffice for that. I need tufts anyways, so that works out. See, it's stupid like that. It's really fucking stupid like that. I don't know why Grounded thinks that that is the best course of action, but that's what Grounded thinks, so yeah. Also, we're just gonna remove those. But frankly, I want this to be super easy to get up, not super difficult. And, you know, can't have that if, you know. Okay. How did I... So I have that. Yeah, see how that works? It's really... It's stupid. It's stupid. It is really stupid. I don't know why it's even a thing, being completely honest. Like, what, who designed this? You know what? That actually could work. Hold up. I can work with this. Yeah, I can work with that. Because I could go ahead and have like a quarter. No? Huh? Can I fall down there? And I got stuck in it. You know what? I'll just do this the old-fashioned way. I'll make you, and then yeah, and then I'll make you. Now nobody can complain. Right, I need a few more weeds. How many more things I got? I need 10 grass. I'm almost out of water. That's crazy. Hopefully this is enough. So we have enough of those. That's cool. Love to see it. What about... Need 16 things here in order. Yep, that's the right amount. That's all I need for now. I do need one more thing of stairs right there. Right. Meaning literally 2 more blades of grass. Alright.
My stream's public, right? It is public, right? How do I check this? Yeah, it is. It is public. That would have been awful embarrassing if it wasn't. Awfully embarrassing, I should say. I can correct my English. Damn. There's a drop. A drop that I frankly do not like. I'll just go ahead. You there. And the drop me something like that, I think. Yeah, I like that. And then you can also have, you know, this right there. Okay. That is kind of dumb, but whatever. Yeah, it'd be literally right there. What I was about to say, what is the game doing? I was about to say, can I fucking jump? It's not rocket science. It's already built. I'm dumb. Oh, not already built though. You need the mushroom reinforcement. There it is. Okay, good. Kinda worry about that, but I have a solution. And you.
Otherwise, that looks to be about all I can do for right now.
Maybe I could set up cannon fodder walls, but like... Oh, wait, gas tank times 2? Where? Now that. Huh. Huh. I should probably start paying attention. Oh. Yeah, well. We just need one. So that's all I'm gonna take. Gosh. Where's the last thing of stairs I need to build? Not in here. That's for sure. Great. Now what I could do is actually bring these home. For even more weeds, because I know I'm gonna need a lot. No, that's not maxing out, but it is, but oh well, I don't really care at this point. I'm just going back to base. Okay. I just need 10 ash cement before I can continue, and I am basically run dry of mushroom bricks. So it's a good thing I'm building more, because I need to build at least 2 more layers of walls in order to actually, you know, protect me. More specifically, the mixer against what I need to protect it against. Because, like I said, this mixer is literally the last one, but 3 times harder because they can attack from 3 different fronts instead of just one. And I almost failed when they were literally all clumped together. So I need to prep big time. I need to prep big time. Really make sure that I take the maximum possible precaution possible. Is it up here? Is that what it is? Yeah. Let me craft up a black ox burger. Boom. Got the quest done. Get all of you. Eat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. How many more do I need? I need 10. That's like a few science quests away. What the hell? Okay. Well, I mean, if that's just a few science quests away, I could... Hell no. Workers' comp, might loaf? Easy. We can make regular workers' comp, because I can't be bothered to make the sticky variant. And of course we need might loaf. I need to kind of craft up might loaf anyways. I'm gonna craft up not fungus washo. Not that can be, I guess, black ox burgers, honestly. And of course, workers' comp. I don't even know what comp means, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my best guess is composite, but like, workers composite? Who would name a smoothie workers composite? That makes 0 sense. So it can't be composite, but that raises the question, what is it? What is workers comp if it's not workers composite? What does it mean? Because, surely I got no idea. Okay, great. We're gonna make even more mushroom slurry. That is where a good majority of it is gonna come from. Always remember, guys, if you ever need mushroom chunks, just go to the termite wood pile. There's a ton. You can get it at the start of the game. You don't even need a tier 2 axe to harvest them. The good majority of them anyways. The only thing you need to do is not get one-tapped by the termites, which is, now that I think about it, easier said than done, but, it's still pretty easy. 650. Only 615? Ooh, that's pretty bad. But I mean, I guess per batch, that's alright. It's just, I was hoping for a little bit more firepower than that, you know? Anyways, I decided that the fresh axe would be the next weapon I upgrade, right? So let me make sure to craft up the race zones for those. 1, 2, 3. Great. Rocks. We're just gonna save that for another time. Do not need to concern myself with that right now. I would like to make another farm for the mussel sprouts, because the more and more I fight, the more and more I realize, oh damn, I am not equipped for this. Without smoothies, quesadilla antlion and boost. Quesadilla antlion is easy, but boost juice, you need raw aphid meat for that. I don't know, I don't have that. Quesadilla antlion is easy. The hardest part is honestly the salt. At least, no, the hardest part is always the salt, because you have to kill a pet antlion in order to get that much consistently. Either that or you already have a tier 2 shovel, but by the time you get a tier 2 shovel, you should have killed some antlions, because, you know, progression. You oftentimes get to the sandbox a lot sooner than you get to, you know, anything else. We could make 5 more black ox burgers. Right. The reason I'm making so many of these is because boss meals, you know, I like having a whole bunch of them just ready. Could make more nachos, I guess. Now the way that I'm kind of locked in this right now is that I just need to go gather basic resources, I guess. Because right now I feel like I'm like a stay-at-home housewife that's just stuck. Because, I mean, figuratively, kind of is true. I am stuck. Can't really do anything until all this is done, so I'm just gonna go ahead and harvest some quick little resources real quick. And if I can go ahead and get boost juice in the process, that'd be great. Wait a minute, I don't even need it. Huh. Nice. Okay, well, in that case, I'm just gonna grab you. Great. One. I don't know why I'm counting them. I know I'm gonna get 105, 107 if those two spawn every single time. So I don't know why I'm deciding to count them. I know the result will always be the same. So there is no need. 1, 2, 3. I want you. Quite frankly, the best thing to have in this game is loot luck. Loot luck just increases your chances of getting virtually anything. So having a good amount of it is nice. The only thing it doesn't, unfortunately, increase the chance of you getting a gold card, which is rather unfortunate, but yeah, you deal with the cards in which you are dealt. That is a saying that I definitely stand by. Ride or die statement. 1, 2, 3. No, nothing. Okay. Can I jump, please? Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Great. If I harvest any excess plant fiber, that's fine. I really don't care. Also, we're not going to worry about getting the grubs too much, because I know of a better spot to find them. 2 better spots, actually. You can find them, a fuck ton of them, by the Buster Cap gun, along with the green shield. And you can also find a ton nearby Travel Gulch. Realistically speaking, the amount that spawn in this area are tiny by comparison. Can I hammer you? Thank you. Okay. Okay. Yep, that just happened. I actually just got jump scared by an Orb Weaver Jr. Okay. This is not a good run at all. Hell no. How did I get jump scared by an Orb Weaver Jr. I knew was there? How does this keep happening? Frankly. It's like, oh my god, this creature I know is there. You know, it's not that scary, and then boom, I just get dumped. I just get jumped. I just get jumped in my scares. Like, my god, how does this happen? Okay. Okay, we're gonna get our aphid blue luck. And voila. spider sliders are one of the best meals in the game. Really only beaten out by ox beetles in really niche, ox burgers in really niche scenarios, like against Schmechter. Ox beetles, ox burgers are definitely better, because the extra health and defense, everybody always says, oh, 2 extra defense, completely useless. It's not the defense I'm looking for, first off. And second off, defense is exponential. The more of it you have, the more effective each individual thing becomes. So while 2% defense means nothing normally, if you have Mother Demon armor, or better yet, bulky roly-poly armor, fuzz on the rocks, specifically sticky. If you have, what else? I'm trying to think of other stuff that you'd normally accompany along with it. If you have the sticky human food, what should I call it? I'm forgetting the name of everything. Sticky fuzz on the rocks, bulky armor, the defense badge, and the black ant pet, you basically become immune to all damage. Sleep in a petal bed, and you can face tank a widow on woe. You can just kill her without ever blocking once. You will need beefy waspidotes, though. You will need beefy waspidotes. By, assuming you can grind for those and you're okay with that, you can face tank widows on woe mode. I think that's a worthy trade-off. I'm not gonna lie. If you decide to not play the game, you're practically unkillable. If you actually decide to play the game and focus, you are legitimately unkillable. Unless you take fall damage, in which case, you're a dumbass. That's all I gotta say to that. You're a dumbass if you die to that. We're not gonna upgrade the axe right now because I don't even have the mints for it. That's embarrassing. That is really embarrassing. God damn. So what time is it? It's like 8:44. Yeah, Scrab normally appears by now, no? Scrab has not appeared at all yet. Interesting. Also, give me an ash, because I can just dupe it right here, right now. While I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and get some tufts. I figure I can do a bunch of things in the lower yard. Mint candies, I need a fuck ton of. Spicy candies, I don't need as much, but I still need a lot. Yeah. I figure I'll go ahead and upgrade all my weapons to level 9 before I go ahead and, upgrade any more. Anywhere close to that. That way it's just one weapon at a time that I'm working on, rather than, like, 5 different ones. Because 5 different ones is just overwhelming for me. Oh, I'm missing, like, 12 science. I'm missing 12 science, dude. What the hell? Wait a minute. Accept the quest. That could tip me over. That could be that little bit of a push I need, or it could be absolute garbage. Larva killing is actually not bad, considering I kind of want to go after grubs. Grubs are kind of in the general area of where I want to go, so, we'll go ahead and, kill them grubs, I guess. No, just you. Okay. Now, assuming I get this quest done, I literally don't have to grind any more ash, which is phenomenal. After this, though, it's just gonna become fucking hell to get more. which is honestly a really bad thing, if I'm being honest. In this general direction. I mean, if I can find the cave outright, that'd be great, but we all know that's not happening. Okay. We go down. Honestly, I'm not gonna care about the larva too much. You know, I'm just gonna kind of kill them as is. Oh, I have a faulty part. Yay! We have all those killed. Great. That's enough science to take me over. Those two will die, by the way. I had a spicy coupon on this entire time. And you mean to tell me that I didn't notice? Huh? How did I not notice I had a spicy coupon this entire time? This is always good grinding for, yeah, this is always good grinding for, larva spikes and grub hide. Three. Fuck you. I have 2 rock grub meat. We're gonna trash both of those. Okay, we weren't very prosperous in terms of gains here. Only around 29, 19. It's, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good either. Mint candies. I know there's ought to be some in that bin, which is actually over here, not my house. Okay. So there's mint candies there. Just trying to go through my memory catalog of where mint candies spawn. There's one in the anthill. There's 2 in the haze at least. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 in the haze though. Okay, I guess we're collecting them. Okay. That right there is more than enough to upgrade my axe, but I want more. There's one in the anthill, at least. I believe there's a few in the sandbox, but they're honestly not worth going after. They take way too much time for what they're worth. There's a ton in the trash heap, though. There's none on the picnic table that I'm aware of, but there are things of gum that are also... Can we not? Honestly. Can we just not? I could also go ahead and get the, whatchamacallit, the pheromones. Pheromones are cool. I don't mind them. I'm gonna destroy those. Killing ox beetle, honestly, as much as I wanted to skip that, I think that would be worthwhile to do because ox beetles drop horns. So, you know, going ahead and doing something I already need to do is just, it's just a smart idea. Alright. Okay. Go on. If I'm not mistaken, this little tunnel should lead us. I thought it led us down here. Oh well. Okay, so the mint candy did not respawn. That's a bit unfortunate. But, you know, such is life. You don't always get what you want. 30. I have exactly 30, so I would be completely out of mints if I go ahead and just settle for this. I'm not going to settle for this, therefore. Can I move? Holy. I don't know why we need to be having a lesbian orgy here. I want no part in that. Okay? Leave that smooching out of my life. Now, I know there's at least 2 mint candies here. At least. But there could be a third, assuming that one actually spawns down here. One does not spawn down here. Thus, we're gonna write it off as, you know, it doesn't spawn there at all. Yeah, it probably just doesn't spawn there at all. Considering I just broke this like a day ago. Okay. The next one is over by the mite and larva trench, which is right here. That's the only other one I know of in the haze, so that's all we're gonna get. And then we're going straight to the trash heap where I know there are at least a couple. See, this is a bit more like it. I would have 10 left over if I went ahead and settled for this, which is better. But I can do even better than this. Especially considering that there is gum over here. Gum is valuable. Gum allows me to make my smoothies, which provide buffs. Really useful buffs. Having a free 10% boost in damage and defense is just a no-brainer. So why people don't use these more often, I got no idea. My only guess is they can't be bothered to grind for gum, which is honestly kind of sad because it's not that difficult. It doesn't even take all too much time either. Assuming you actually get started. Obviously starting, the gum grind is, you know, god-awful. But after you start it, it's honestly easy. And I feel that way with a lot of buffs in a lot of different games, honestly. People severely sleep on the utility of, whatchamacallit, food as well. But because I have to deal with the shit that is masochist mode, I don't sleep on that stuff because I have to eat regardless. And because I always have to worry about food, I'm gonna want better quality food for harder fights. If I am forced to eat 24/7 anyways, I might as well get a buff for a boss fight while doing so. That just makes sense. What doesn't make sense is not doing that. You just put in a little bit of extra effort and it makes your life 10 times easier. That is a trade-off that I think anybody would like if they hear it in those terms. Okay. Now we've got even more than our status quo. Even more than what we were originally supposed to get. We aren't just breaking even anymore. We are surpassing what we originally ever wanted. Which is nice. However, I can do even better than this. I know I've been saying that a lot, but it's true. Now, if I just go ahead and get on top of that banana. Wait, no, it's not the banana. No, not the banana. If I go ahead and manage to get into that little pot there, right here, I can get even more spicy candy. Would be nice. Now, where's the plastic cup? I know there's like some goofy ass plastic cup. I feel like there was something around here. Was there? Or am I tripping? It appears I am tripping. Massive balls. Okay. Well, that's about all I can do here, then. Wait a minute. No. As acceptance settles in, I discover something in my mind, long lost, but able to be recalled once more. There's a thing of mint right here. A thing of mint that almost nobody ever harvests, but is one of the easiest mints to get in the early game. And thanks to that accessibility, makes it extremely easy to harvest, which is just nice. Now, while I'm here, I'm going to go down, because we can also harvest some nice little upgrade rocks. Upgrade rocks are always useful. Wow. Right. Upgrade rocks. They're here, they're there, they're everywhere, and I need to be making sure that I am using them to their fullest extent. I cannot leave a single upgrade rock behind on this cycle if I want to be as efficient as humanly possible. There's another thing right there. I honestly thought I got this at the start, but, you know, it appears I didn't. And now I'm paying the price of having to harvest them now rather than later. Okay. Have more than enough water. So I'm just gonna, go up to the sandbox, because while I'm not gonna be fighting any of the enemies in the sandbox, there is still a free thing of spicy candy, if I'm not mistaken, that I can just harvest. Which is great. There should also be some things of salt by the picnic table, assuming I get lucky. I have a 1 in 6 chance. Sorry, I have a 1 in 4 chance, 6 different times, to go ahead and get a single thing of salt. Which is, those odds are pretty high, I'm not gonna lie. The odds of me getting salt here are, well, they're just high, is all you really need to know. There shouldn't be anything here, right? Yep. It's in this pail that I'm using. Okay, we're gonna get out of that. We do not like the antlions. They are not very nice. Okay. There we go. And now we're off to the picnic table, which is hopefully going to contain at least one thing of salt. If we could get all 6, though, that would be diabolical. That's statistically improbable. What we're more likely to get is 1 or 2 things of salt, depending on how lucky we get. And that is a wolf spider. These things are, not the most difficult to down. Let me just get my mutation logo on. They're more so just annoying at this point. As you can see, pretty easy to down. Dead. Easy as that. Bob's your uncle. We're gonna go ahead and put that on just to reduce thirst drain, because that is a bit of a bitch. Nobody really likes thirst drain. I don't know why I was backwards for a second there. But oh well. Okay. Okay, I gotta kill water fleas. What? That is... Who designed that? Also, it has just occurred to me that we might actually get 5 chances at this. Ow. Oh, we definitely get more than 5. We definitely get more than 5. Okay, yeah. 2 salt is very easily achievable then here. No. Bye-bye. Ooh. Double salt. Oh, that's not double salt. Ah, fuck. Okay, so we don't get 5 opportunities, but we still get 4, which basically guarantees that you get 2 salt every single day. Which I think is quite very nice. Or maybe they just respawn. Because I got 5 salt, which is a little bit more than, there's a little bit more than 2. And I'm not the luckiest player in the world. So there is reason to suspect that, you know, some tomfoolery is happening there. With, I don't know, numbers or something. I don't know. It has been a little while since I've harvested rust. And quite frankly, that rust doesn't exist, I guess. That's cool game. Yeah, I really appreciate this. Now, another objective was to go ahead and get as many dandelion tufts as possible. But before I do that, I'm going AFK. Okay. Remember to stay hydrated, people. What I'm gonna do is just harvest as many dandelion tufts as I can, really. That's really all I'm doing here. Can I move? Like, why do things of grass sometimes have collision, but other times they don't? I don't get it. Who designed them? And who designed that thing to float? Because that doesn't make any sense. See, that's what I like to see. Just nice and easy. That gum is back. Which means we can harvest it. How did you end up here? It is sad that this is my best weapon against you. Oh well. What? I mean... Oh, damn. You're not even resistant to spicy. Okay. That means this axe are gonna be the best option against you. I was literally one frame too late. Bye-bye. Give me some personal space so I can harvest some goddamn gum, please. There's really not that much to ask. I'm just asking for a little bit of personal space. That's all. Not asking for much. Just personal space. That's it. There are 0 more that dropped, so we are fine. Just continue along our merry way. Okay. We have another right there, and another here. If you ever need dandelion tufts, come to this area, in between the sandbox and the picnic table. This is the highest concentration of weeds, rocks, and probably, honestly, grass in the game. So, yeah, if you need any of those type of resources, just come here. Because, this area has you covered. It has you covered. Unless they fall to the ground, of course. That fucking sucks. What the hell, man? That's not very nice. Okay, can we not fall to the ground this time? Thank you. Okay, I'm just gonna grind at least 2 stacks, but honestly, if I could get even more than that, that'd be phenomenal. Just because the more I get now, the less I have to get later. Which is an appealing concept to me. Basically means if I put in enough work to get 4 stacks now, I basically, I don't have to grind for a really long time. I can basically sit on my ass and do nothing. And I like that. I like that a lot. All I have to do is put in a little bit of extra work. Hell yeah. Give me that extra work immediately. Okay. At this point, we're gonna need to delete you. I don't even need you, so I don't know what I need in the first place. Okay. More, oh more. Where do the dandelion tubs be? They be right here. Oh, hell yeah. Fluffy tuft. I want regular tufts. I'm like one of the few people in the world that actually don't like fluffy tufts. They have killed me far too many times. Well, rather, the lack of remembering to use them has killed me far too many times, and I'm not taking that risk again. So, quite frankly, I don't care if you use them, but, like, they're just not for me. Plus, Sticky Fingers is a better trinket any day of the week. Free loot over wasting time switching. It's like, what do you prefer? All they do is clutter up space. This is where the fluffy tufts. It's like, so what if you have to put in a little bit of extra work? It's a little bit of extra work, not a ton of extra work. Come on, guys. Quit being lazy. And just get it done. Get her done. Okay, what can I do now? Could go ahead and get you. And if I can, I'm gonna try and fill it out now as well. Because, I mean, if I can, then, like, you know, it's 4 hits, which kind of sucks, but, like, I'm willing to take that for an extra stack. I'm willing to grind a little bit longer. Really sort of, get rid of any grind I have to do later. Why is that a thing? Why are they just allowed to not spawn with any tufts at all? What the hell? Wait a minute. Oh my god. I just allowed myself to get yet another stack. Yo. 4 stacks? No. Give me 5. Give me 5. Because, Jesus. If I could get 5 stacks of these, I would effectively not have to do so for, like, at least another 10 in-game days. That would be crazy. I don't want a fluffy tuft. Get out of here. Another place to go if you really want tufts is the haze. Specifically around the juice box. In between Rake Rock and the canister area. There are a ton, and I mean a metric ton of dandelion tufts there. All in close proximity too. If you're the kind that's like, you don't want many, you just want a fat clump of them all right next to each other, the haze is your best friend. Especially because they basically respawn every single day. Which is crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Kinda goofy that that's allowed, but oh well. I'm not gonna complain. Because it's certainly my main source of dandelion tufts on my friend's world. And it's about to become his main source as he starts to take over his own base. Can I have stamina? Because essentially we're at that stage of the game where, you know, we can split off, do our own sort of thing, which, finally, he can learn to survive on his own. But what that does mean is he's gonna need to learn where all the resources are, where to find stuff, where to get quick bounties of things. He's gonna need to learn all that. Like I once had to. And I'm not gonna help him all too much. He's gotta learn. Okay. We can make that a 3-hitter if we go ahead and charge attack first. Which I think is not at all a bad payoff. What do I need? I need like 2 more. Fuck you. You're not blowing me up. How many more do I need? I need over 10. Okay. I need a lot more than I thought I did. Yeah, I'm not even in the main area where the tufts are like cluttered, by the way. I'm just casually finding them out and about. If that doesn't show you how easy they are to find in the haze, I don't know what does. If I could just get 7 more, right here, right now. If I could just get 7 more, that would be great. 1, 2... That's 6! The fucking 5th one... Are you serious? It replaced it with a fucking fluffy tuft. Are you kidding me? Get rid of the roast. You're dumb. That's all I'm gonna say, ma'am. Is that you are real stupid. See what I mean, though? Clumps of them. It's free real estate. It is free tuft real estate. Now all I need is like an 8er. Give me like 8 maybe. Or maybe like slightly less. Oh my god. You gave me 8. Yo. Thank you, game. You actually listened. You actually listened for once. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, game. Now, do I already have all 4 quests? I already have all of them. Scratching it. There's a nut. How have they already respawned? I literally just harvested these. All I'm saying is you better not find a way to fucking shoot me through this thing. That's all I'm saying. Are we serious? This is probably about the worst fucking time I could get one of those. No. Fine, I'll take it. Can I move? Thank you. Anywho. Where? Interesting. Never actually paid attention to their, you know, individual sounds in between each hit before. Sounds interesting. Intriguing. Also, I don't know why I took the long way. I could have very easily went to the stump. There's literally no repercussion because there's no wolf spiders right now. And even if there were, it's a singular one. A single wolf spider is nothing when I can run through there with two just fine. I just decided to be a dumbass, you know? Okay. Just keep swimming. Okay. There's so many tufts. It's not even funny. That is exactly what you'll love to see, is all these tufts. I think I'm honestly just gonna take the beef smoothies. I'm not gonna lie. I like the concept of having them in chests, but like, I'm gonna be real here. Why? Okay. I do need all three of those. Yeah. I should honestly carry those. That I can have, like, on an armor rack, I think. You could have that. So honestly, I feel like anything weapon-wise, those I can honestly just get rid of those. Anything here though, I feel like I could just, you know, have in there, because it's like I'm missing a canteen. Oh, that will not stand. That will not stand. Give me a fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We can make mint jewels. Looks great. You'll love to see it. Okay. We're just gonna take the extra one because honestly, it just makes sense. Bombs could be used. I don't know how. We're gonna discover how to use bombs effectively in this scenario. 5. And then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. we just go brittle. Boom, bam. Great. We have a ton of that. This, where are my trinkets? Trinkets are here. There we go. Delete all these. I really don't need them. And before somebody cries, you know, what about, well, the greater good here, what about, ah, fuck. The larva again. Like, what are these larvae doing? Fuck, I have an extra canteen. God damn it. Okay. I guess I could use this time to, like, efficiently get this all set up, you know? Suppose I could kill my neighbors downstairs. That could be another thing too. Yeah. But I kind of want to. Where? What? Where's my axe? Where did it go? What? What? Wah. That. Great. Should be enough. Wait, no, I need to actually do it first. Fuck. Okay. Move? Why is this patch of fucking clovers so difficult to navigate through? I don't get it. And how am I teleporting through them? Isn't teleporting like a super illegal move? Okay. That's really all I need. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, do some more building there. Okay. Oh, hello to whoever has joined. Welcome, welcome. I'm just getting ready to further fortify a super mixer. I'm gonna have to do a really difficult one. It's gonna suck. Blind ladybird confirmed? What the fuck? How did she not see me? Also, gotta love how I'm literally just moving with WASD and nothing more. Because I gotta itch every goddamn place in my body for some reason. For some reason, my body's like, nah. For absolutely zero reason at all, we're gonna fucking make this man itch all over. Okay, boomer. Like, get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares. Fuck you.
Genuinely, fuck you.
All I have to do is just finish off these. And the second I build you, we are done with that. Okay. Now, what I need to do from here is build a successful defensive tower, if that makes any sense. Okay, I guess we do that. Interesting. Now the reason we're covering all this, if you're wondering, is because I want a nice, super easy walkway. I want to just be able to walk all across this. That way, if something, say, you know, I'm dealing with enemies over here, you know, whack, bam, boom, alakazam. Like, oh no, there's enemies over there. I can just be like, okay. Now I'm over here. Rather than having to be like, oh no, there's enemies over there. Well, guess I gotta take the long route. Oh, there's grass. Oh, time loss. So, yeah, that's just a beneficial strategy. I'm also gonna go ahead and just, you know, replace that with half walls, because they're gonna do the exact same thing. It's just not clutter, you know? Because again, the whole thing we're trying to avoid here is clutter. The more clutter happens, the more things get difficult to navigate. And the more things get difficult to navigate, the harder of a time I'm going to have defending. The harder the time that I have defending, the easier they have of a time of destroying. Which means they can win easier. That's not something I want. I want them to have the hardest time possible trying to win. And so, I need to take every precaution to make sure that that stays true. So that they can't win. Just gonna go ahead and make everything I could possibly need to. Honestly, I think something like that would just be beneficial. Unfortunately, I can't do like the diagonals because the stairs are super fucked in this game. They don't work. Which is kind of dumb, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why you wouldn't have working stairs in a game like this. But, oh well. Step is perhaps stairs right there, and then we're gonna, I guess, continue on building, I suppose. Yeah. Anywho. That's the overall gist of this plan. the rest from here on out, because this is not going to be enough defense. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to flop if I genuinely go with this. So, the plan after this is to just spread out more and more mushroom walls. The more mushroom walls I have, the more of a chance I have to just sit around and do nothing. You know, have the walls just act as cannon fodder. Which I was honestly thinking of just having cannon fodder walls in general. They are a really, and I mean really useful thing to have. Cannon fodder walls. Yeah. How many more grass things do I need? I need 6. 1, 2. That's definitely not 6, I'll tell you that much. Three. That's 3, not 6. What are we doing here, man? Okay. That's the thing I love about Grassmaster. Tier 3 is with termite axes, you just one-tap grass, which is just phenomenal, for plenty of reasons. But the main one is that you can cut down grass super quick. That's the main one. You can cut down grass super quick. I like that. Now, I'm gonna need to make, like, a professional exit for my, strategy here. Because this, don't get me wrong, it's cool, but it ain't gonna cut it. I need multiple ways to get out, preferably, but honestly a single one will suffice. A single way to get out will suffice for now. Could okay. Are they actually gonna appear? Am I gonna have to deal with larvae? Is this gonna be the first time in Mascus mode that I ever have to deal with a raid? That would be terrifying. But I think the answer might be yes. Shockingly. Okay. I mean, truth be told, I don't really need to get in and out. I just need to get out. So, if I just go ahead and build a door... I need a diagonal door, though. I need a diagonal door. Unless I can just do something a bit like, maybe, like that. You know what? Yeah, make it super difficult to get in, but relatively easy to get out. I like that. I like that design. I like that philosophy and way of thinking. I figures I might as well make even more ways to get out. Just all along the top here. That's not where I wanted to place that. Fuck you, Kim. You know that's not where I wanted to place it. Maybe that's not preferable. What I could do though is rails. just to prevent myself from falling off. Really thinking about everything here. I only need half ones. Okay. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and get a few more weeds. I need how many? I need 4 weeds. Okay. So any base husky weed will do. Oh, hello. More people. Unless that's literally just the chat refreshing. And somehow I'm counting as all 3. That'd be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. That would actually be kind of funny. You're all I need. How many things of grass do I need? I need 13. That means I'm gonna need 17 total. Okay. Have you. So we're gonna leave that there. If I need it later, I'll grab it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I said in 4. Okay. Again, this is meant to be difficult to get into, so that I don't accidentally get in. It's very easy to escape, though. That's the key. Hard to get out, easy to get in. Dude, that does no damage. Oh my god. Oh, hello, LG Boo. Welcome back. Ow. I should probably pay attention to combat, huh? Yeah, these larvae are annoying. Also, I have chat on screen. Why is nobody on my streams? I don't know. If you mean from this week, it's because, I mean, the only people watching my streams are kind of asleep when I stream now. Which is a bit of a bummer for everyone involved. But oh well, I'll deal with it. If you mean otherwise, then I don't know. Probably because I'm a small creator. That's why. That's probably why. And I want it to be relatively difficult to go ahead and get in here, but easy to get out. I won't have school until what? Let me get that in the background. That's easy to read that in. Well, why is okay? Because I won't have school on September 10th because there will be a national protest on Blanc 2. What?
They'll block roads, airports, trains, and withdraw as much cash. What? Prime Minister did some tax hikes and removal. What? What? Why would he do this? That is just... Why? Why would you do that to yourself, man? You could have just, I don't know, not removed those things, and everybody would have remained happy. Like, what are we doing here, man? What is your prime minister doing? What the hell? Again, I want it to be difficult to get in, but easy to get out. Is to fix the debt. What? Yeah, let's fix public debt by removing all the public's money. That is a brilliant idea. Why? Why? I'm sorry. Does your prime minister not have brain cells? Does your prime minister not have brain cells? Because that is not how that shit works. Obama's tried that once before. He tried to, you know, make public health care a thing, and America's been in fucking debt ever since. Surely you would expect people to learn, but no, that's too difficult. I don't think he has any. Yeah, clearly not. Also, how are you liking this defense for a mixer, by the way? It's not complete. Definitely not complete, but my overall strategy, I have a very quick and easy way out. As you can see, very easy to get in, but very difficult to get back in. You can't really get in unless you, like, really try, which I think is nice. It prevents me from jumping in like a dumbass. We have all this open, so that, you know, if I'm attacking things over here, boom, bam, oh no, they're over there, okay. Boom, I'm over there. Rather than having to be like, what the fuck is this twig in my way? Get out of my way. You know, and then massive time loss. You like this defense? I'm glad you do. Though, if you want to watch my stream from tomorrow, after this, I did pretty badly with this kind of defense. I only had to defend one wall. I had one more than this. They reached that one. They reached the inner walls. They didn't manage to get into the mixer room, but had they just had a little bit more time, they would have fucking beat me. So, if that's what happened with only one wall to defend, what the fuck is 3 walls gonna do? I now have to defend from here, here, and here. That wall's mostly undefended, or sorry, mostly like unattacked, so I don't really have to worry about it all too much. But it's the point of this being is this is gonna be hell. It's going to be hell to deal with. Yes, that is, yeah, now that I think about it, Jesus. Kind of crazy to think about, honestly. Can I, you know, actually have them align? Thank you. I guess I owe you a thank you for stopping by, don't I?
Also, the rest of this defense, by the way, is just going to be in mushroom bricks. At this point, like, it's not really going to make too much of a difference if I go ahead and build an ash. And because it doesn't make too much of a difference, I'm not going to care as much. I'm going to be real. I'm lazy. I don't want to grind all too much. And if it's not making much of a difference, I'm not grinding for it. Hell no. So that would be that wall done. Although, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure the one came by, right? Yeah, the one came by one day. The one was here yesterday. I was watching CBC Marketplace. What? CBC Marketplace. Here in today's news, you can go fuck yourself. For only $6.99. You heard that right, you can go fuck yourself for $6.99. Is that somewhat along the lines of what they said? Or is that just complete bogus? I'm imagining that's complete bogus. No, I thought so. Wait, does this give you less planks? Huh. I never actually noticed that. Interesting. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm on about, using bombs actually gives you less grass. Honestly, me having to build this much is honestly kind of good because I can just get rid of all the grass in possibly any way that it may try to interfere. Because I don't like interfering grass. If I can avoid an obstacle, I'm avoiding it. I'm taking the lazy way out. Okay, grab you just for the extra meat. That's a spicy meaty boy. That's a spicy meaty boy. What the fuck? What the... oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my god, okay. Wait, oh. PM. Duh. I thought you said AM and I was like, holy shit, get some sleep. But no, you said PM. I'm just a dumbass that doesn't know how to read. That's about like when I start streaming for me. When it's 3 PM over here. Right now it's 10 AM for me. Yeah, right now it's 10 AM for me. honestly lower it by 1. Guess I actually need to build it in order for it to count? Or maybe no? I don't know. I don't know. Surely I have no fucking clue. I'm just some guy building some random defense. I don't know the logistics of grass and how it specifically interacts with micropixels of mushroom bricks. That's not my specialty. No siree. What in the... How is this functional? What do you mean? The Minecraft de la Hesse? What? What does this mean? Oh, I just need to... That's really dumb. That is really, and I mean really dumb. Okay, so I imagine if I do you, you're gonna, yep, you disappear. Okay. Yep, okay. So this game is officially retarded. Alright. I don't know how else to say it, but it's true. This game is officially retarded. There is zero negotiating it at all. You can get up there through that. Can I place you? Thank you. By Jove. Hello, I would like to place the blocks. The building blocks of our life. I would like to place them, ma'am. Do not redeem it. No, do not redeem it. It is very important, ma'am, that you do not redeem. Very, very important. Because I am really, really crying right now. I'm about to do some rinky-dink type shit. Rinky-dink. What the fuck? What kind of Mickey Mouse shit is that? I don't know, but I like it. Okay. I asked all my friends if they've heard of Grounded, and they haven't heard of it. Yeah, most of my friends haven't heard of Grounded either. If I'm being real here. If I'm being real. Yeah. We're down to earth. Let's go zone my bromosome. That's just terrible. Oh my god, that is horrible. A Mosesis to the Moses. A Brosesis to the Mosesis. Camp Cretaceous be like. Oh my god, I made a thing of grass do a front flip. Let's go. New skill unlocked. Okay, let me honestly go back to base. I've done enough building here for today. So I'm just gonna go back to base. Bosh. Gimme your body. That sounds horrible out of context. Well, I was doing really goofy Trump impressions earlier.
Listen up. It is I, Little Trump.
Yep.
You see, you must eliminate the ladybirds because they offend America's policies. And thus, we must build a great wall to keep them out. This will require a ton of mushrooms, which I can also use to get high off my mind to prove that I am better than Sleepy Joe.
That's just horrible. I'm sorry. That's terrible. Okay. For some reason, I can't change my computer's language to French. What? Oh, yeah, it was presumably, you know, built in France, but no French allowed? What the fuck? What do we mean? A French computer that doesn't have French. What do we mean? I need to reinstall Windows to change them. That's so dumb.
Oh boy. Godzilla's radiation levels are going through the roof. You got about 12 minutes before he goes thermonuclear. What do you mean? What I'm saying is, in about 12 minutes, it's gonna be a real bad day to be a Red Sox fan.
It's another Trump colonization moment. No.
Okay, guys, you need to find Madison, get the Orca, and get the hell out of there. Whatever Shirazawa did to Godzilla worked a little too well because he's about to explode like an atom bomb.
Also, where is it? Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Wait, did that say busting damage? Yeah, I love this axe that can break rocks. What? What are we doing, game? What do we mean? Game. Actually, never mind. My computer in British English. How did you... No! Frisk. Frisk, follow me. Don't be difficult. Thank you. I mean, suppose I might as well just drop that, I guess, free for all. You're welcome, Wilma. Just for you to... Wilma, what are we doing? Wilma! As you can see, my fridges are absolutely full to the brim. I love that about them. And I'm gonna go AFK real quick. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Can I even make anything out of the Moldy Matriarch stuff yet? Can I make a blaster of the Moldy Matriarch? Are we fucking serious? I'm missing one venom.
Can I at least make
The infected brood mama head mount. Yes, I can, and it's relatively cheap too. Ooh, nice. Could I make the stuffed infected brood mother then? I actually could. Huh. So theoretically, I could just go ahead and, you know, build you, Rub. Then go ahead and build you, Mark. It's a questionable French transition to oh my god, yeah. That's gotta be confusing as hell. What the hell, man? I remember there was a label that said sour cream. I would translate sour cream as... That's sour... Wait, what?
as creme acid,
But they translated it as cream sure, which means sure cream as in sure yourself. Oh my god. What the hell? That is terrible. I'm not gonna lie, that is terrible. Build just in case. Fire. Nice. You're done. Well, unfortunately, that is where I'm going to leave it for today. Yeah.
I will be here tomorrow, though. Relatively bright and early, you know.
So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Maybe I'll get the mixer done. I'm not very confident on that, but
Well, goodbye. Yes. For those of you watching the VOD, peace and have a nice day too, LG Boo.